Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Just going to jump right in. Today I want to talk to you about 3 ways that you can achieve success, not only in network marketing, although that's primarily the focus here is for you new network marketers out there that are just getting in. You're just kind of sticking your toe in the water and figuring out if this thing is for you or not. But mainly for anybody starting off in any kind of sales related business, whether it be insurance, mortgage brokers, real estate agents. Let me tell you a bit about my story, and I don't want to bore you, this thing isn't about me, but in my early 20s, I achieved a pretty massive success. At the age of 20, I was already making a high 6 figures and I went from making minimum wage to making high 6 figures. I won't bore you on how I did that or anything like that. It's a pretty cool story. You can read about it on my website. But basically, I went from massive success to massive defeat. I went from massive success, massive income to corporate bankruptcy. And I always asked myself, and I always went back to this, how did I achieve that level of success? Was it just random? Was it just luck? I mean, what did I do back then that allowed me to achieve that? And so there are 3 things. And these are 3 things that I'm now applying to my network marketing company, and I believe that they're really giving me massive success. There are 3 things that I applied to my insurance business that also created pretty good success as well. So the first thing is, and you probably heard this a million times, but it's belief. Belief is everything. But let me ask you a question. How do you create belief when you're crushed, when you're low, when you're at the lowest you've ever been? I can assure you, in 2006, when I was corporately bankrupt, nobody would hire me. I basically had to sell my house and start from scratch. I didn't have any belief. I didn't know how to create belief. I didn't even know what step to take next. I'm just being open and honest here. So for you network marketers, belief is everything. So how do we create this belief? Okay, so this belief is created through what I like to call mentorship, mentors. You need to find people. Now, back then, YouTube wasn't that big. YouTube's huge now. You can go on there and you have to kind of look for people who are, they're good mentors. For me, one of the guys that I followed for 4 years, and he's actually helped me even in my insurance business, is a guy named Ray Higdon. I look at him as like a big brother almost. The guy is awesome. He knows his stuff. In my opinion, he's probably notably the best network marketer out there, and could even be one of the best businessmen out there. And I think he's going to surprise a lot of people, and I hope to follow in his footsteps. He is guiding me. But this isn't a whole testimonial to Ray. It's basically you got to find mentors. So for me, when I was really young, it was Tony Robbins. I've always been a big fan of his. I've always read his stuff, and I find that his stuff gave me the belief. If you believe it, you can achieve it. I know that's cliche to say, and you hear that line all the time, but if other people can do it, why can't you? What's the difference? Do you think they're so different than you, that they're so much better, that they have so much more skills, that they're so much smarter? I can tell you, this book here, I'm not going to give it a huge pitch or anything, but I wasn't the biggest fan of The Secret. I just thought it was too much visualization and not enough action. But with The Hero, they talk about people who basically had nothing, and they started from scratch with absolutely nothing in the worst situations you can imagine, homeless, drug addicted parents, and they've made it huge. They became successful. So this belief, how do you create it? Number one, it can be through mentors. It can be through connecting through people who are inspirational to you, whether that be people physically that you come into contact with every day. That didn't happen with me very often, so I had to kind of go online and find people that would either mentor me or who were very generous with their time. Another person I'll mention is a great guy named Richard Mathrew. He's a very open guy. He's also a great network marketer, somebody that I've been in pretty good contact with. I have to say, network marketers are probably, in my opinion, some of the most generous giving people, even if they're not in your particular business or selling your product. They're more than willing to help you out, and something that I'm very happy about, because I've never seen a community work that way. In the insurance side, it's kind of stabbed me in the back. Not to say that about every insurance broker, but we have this lone wolf mentality where you stay on your side, you do your stuff, I'll do my stuff, and we'll be fine. Network marketers are very, very giving. I really love that. So let's go back to that. So belief. Belief is something that you can instill through books, through mentors, and through testimonials. Find people in your company that have achieved success. Listen to their story. Go to the events and really hear what they have to say. For me, I can tell you, with my company, I remember listening at one of the events that we had to a police officer telling us his story, and I was just sold right there. I mean, he was a very, very genuine guy, and we since have spoken back and forth and just really connected to him. For me, it meant a lot. So that's what you need. You need to really believe in the product, believe in the people that are in your company, okay, and believe in yourself. And the way to do that is through those three things: testimonials, mentors, and books. And surround yourself with that. Shut off the news. Don't listen to the news in the morning. Don't watch crazy, creepy TV shows. Even though I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, I'm not. I can't stop watching that show. But try to limit it as much as possible and really focus your energy on that. So, second thing that you got to focus on is visualization. When I was young and I achieved that massive success, what I did was I believed it. I set this visualization, this image, this movie in my mind that I would achieve this success, and I blurted it out to everybody, and I repeated it in my head over and over and over again. And it's similar to like an athlete, like a golfer. For example, like Tiger Woods. You've heard these stories. He went over and over and over his swing, not only in his mind. Not only physically, but in his mind. And that's what the big athletes do. Like, Agassi back in the day, they went through those games, those matches, those swings, those shots in their mind over and over and over again. And that's what you have to do, because if you have that belief and it's strong, and you go into a meeting and you constantly have that visualization going, it is a numbers game, but most of the time, it's going to end well for you. Okay, so that's the second thing, is visualization. Very important. Tony Robbins gives some great he has some great products on that. I like to use my dream binder. You can probably look at a back video that I've done a couple weeks back, and it takes you through what a dream binder is. I look at that thing every day. I look at these pictures, and I have a lot of pictures of my family on vacation in there, which I think really, it really makes it real. And so I would really advise you to watch that video, because that's a good video. It'll give you some good visualization techniques. And thirdly is action. Action is the biggest one of all. You got to take consistent action day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute. You got to be focused on taking action, because if you don't take action, you're not going to achieve anything. Let's just be honest. I mean, that's why I didn't buy that whole secret thing. You got to take action every day, and you got to plan that action. Going back to that other video I did, there are some action sheets. I forget the exact link or the website. They are there. I use these action sheets every day. I have like a master list of action steps that I take. And one thing that I will share with you, one of my mentors in my company, Jeff Bolf, wonderful man, he told me, because life's going to hit you. You can have all the belief and the visualization in the world, but things are going to go wrong. Things are going to, somebody's going to cut you off. You're going to get into a car accident. You're going to lose some money somehow. And how you deal with those things is using action to your benefit. Action cures all ills, and that's what he told me. So the more action you take in your business, the more you forget about those other problems, and the closer you get to achieving success. So I hope these three things helped you. I'm just going to give them to you one more time: belief, visualization, and action. I think these three things are the recipe for success, not only in network marketing, but in anything that you do. Hope that was helpful. If you want to learn more about me and my story, and if you want to get some really good tips and on online marketing, offline marketing, things that I've used not only in my network marketing business but in my life insurance business as well. You can visit my website at jackbendahan.com and download my free ebook. It's called Everyone Loves a Comeback. I went against Big Bad City Financial. I didn't win, but the story of the ups and downs is pretty interesting. So you might relate, and if you do, it'd be cool to connect with you either way. Take care.